Hi guys, happy new year. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my 2024 wrap, all things that I loved in 2024 and will be carrying with me into 2025. I am so excited to share all of these products. I loved every single one of them, and these are all things that stood out to me this year that will be coming with me into the new year. We're going to be talking about everything from beauty, wellness, books, things I learned in therapy, hobbies, all of that kind of stuff. We're literally covering all of our bases, and I'm so excited to be sharing this list with you guys. These truly made 2024 so special to me. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe down below. Come join me here on YouTube. Follow along with all my vlogs, beauty, and try on haul videos. I love to share my life here on this corner of the internet, so come join me. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Starting out, I pulled all of my favorite makeup products. These are the ones that stood out to me this year, and I have a lot to share, so I'm gonna run through them very quickly, tell you what I like about them. Let's get into it. There's so much going on here. Starting out with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This, I don't even know how to describe this. It's a highlighter, but it's also a foundation, a tinted moisturizer. I use it as a foundation. I do not wear foundation anymore. I just like to be able to feel like my skin is skin, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. I've been wearing this as a base, and it technically is, I guess, a highlighter, so it kind of gives you like a glow from within look. You could wear it by itself, or if you're doing like a full glam look or just an everyday look. It really is so versatile, and it lays really well. It gives you like a glow without being greasy. This doesn't really give me like a shine. It just gives you kind of like a glow, like you're glowing, like, so that's why I love this. And it also blends super well with all of the things that you put on top of it. Moving on to my favorite holy grail product of this year out of all of my makeup, the Dibs Beauty bronzer and blush stick. It's a dual-sided stick, and I have it in so many different colors. I am obsessed with it. I cannot get enough of it. I wear it every single time I do my makeup without fail. Full glam or no makeup look, doesn't matter. It is so good, and it's beginner friendly. It's foolproof. It blends super easily. It's just so good. I cannot rave enough about this product. My favorite shade is shade 2, and it's like a warm bronzer. It warms up your face, and it just gives you a beautiful glow from within. And then I love the shade of blush. It's like a corally blush. You guys know I love a corally blush. Sun-kissed, sunburnt almost looking blush. Those are my favorite. So this color is my favorite. I also love using the brush that comes with it. I apply it by taking the brush and dabbing it onto the stick and then applying it to my face. I don't like swipe it on my face, but honestly, even if I did, it would blend out seamlessly. So it's just a foolproof product. It's great for beginners, and I love it so much. This product is not new. It's just a pressed powder. This one's from Sephora collection, but it's how I've been applying my powder this year that has changed the game for me. I have noticed the biggest difference in how my makeup looks. So I've been using a powder puff. I know that these have gotten so popular over the past 2 years. This one's disgustingly dirty, sorry, but you can buy these in like a pack from Amazon. They're super affordable, and you can literally just throw them in the washing machine with your clothes, so super easy to take care of. I really like to use this to apply my powder under my eyes and around my face. I think a pressed powder and the powder puff work so well together, and this has changed the game with my makeup. It makes it look so seamless and blurred. The next standout product for me is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. You guys know I am a soap brow queen. I have been using soap brows for years and years and years. That was my go-to way of doing my brows, but I did find that it was a bit too harsh on an everyday basis. It definitely is like stuck to your face, and it's really for full glam and when you need your makeup to stick, and it wasn't flexible at all. I was able to make it work for an everyday look, but I needed something more flexible, so I actually discovered this. I picked this up at Target randomly just to try it out, and I fell in love with it. I just like how this makes my brows sit. It looks like soap brows, but it is a little bit more flexible, so if I need to like touch it up, I can do that. I just find that this is so much better for an everyday look, and I've actually gravitated towards using this for full glam looks too. Sits my brows up, it makes them stick, but they're not like stuck to my face. It still gives me that fluffy brow look that I love, and I can use different products with it, and it doesn't get too like gunky, you know, like the soap kind of like sticks to everything. I don't know, it's hard to apply product over top of it. This one is the opposite of that, and I'm obsessed. Another thing that I've discovered in 2024 is tubing mascara. I don't know where I've been, you guys. This is so good. This is the Tartelette tubing mascara. While I love this, the product is a little bit thick, so you have to be careful when applying, but you literally only need one coat. But the reason that I love this stuff and will not be going back to regular mascara is because of the way that this comes off. First of all, it doesn't smudge anywhere. Even if you like accidentally get it on your eyelid, all you have to do is just scrape it off, because the formula, when you take it off at the end of the night, it just clumps off. It doesn't smear off. You don't get the raccoon eyes. It literally just applying water clumps off my eyes, and it is the easiest removal process. It is the best formula in my opinion, and I don't know where I've been. This one is so good. Moving on to my lip combo. This has been my go-to lip combo all year. And if you watch my channel, you guys know that I love the Kind Words lip liner from Rare Beauty in the shade Fun. But this year, I've been really leaning more towards like a beigey pink neutral lip. And this one is in the shade Worthy, and I'm obsessed with it. This is my second one this year. I have gone through these, and I just love how it looks. Way more neutral and less pink. But to add a little pop of pink, I use the Summer Fridays lip oil. This is so good. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. Very, very light, subtle, but it doesn't feel sticky. It's not like goopy or anything. It honestly feels like nothing is on my lips like a typical lip gloss does, and I love it for that reason. It's very like slippy. It almost feels like lip balm, but it gives you like that juicy lip gloss look, and I am obsessed with this color. This is the shade Pink Cloud. Holy grail product right there. And last but not least, I have discovered the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's a mouthful. I'm sorry. I like can't even say it. I love this setting spray because it's super lightweight, and it just lets my makeup melt into each other and really gives it that skin-like finish. Very light mist, so it's not like coming out on your face and leaving the drop. So I just really like how it applies, and then take my beauty blender and like blend in everything. It just melts it all in and leaves it looking like a skin-like finish. Let's move on to skincare. The biggest thing that I've learned this year for skincare is less is more. In the past, I've just applied so many products on my skin. It just clogged my pores and didn't really help my skin breathe. I was just doing the most. This year, I cut everything back, literally only use like maybe 4 or 5 products in my skincare routine, and it has saved my skin. I feel like my skin has never looked better, and I have to chalk it up to cutting back everything, stripping it down to the most basic steps. Of course, I have to talk about makeup remover. It's so important to double cleanse and remove every single droplet of makeup, because that's really going to let your skin breathe, going to help keep your skin clear, less acne, and also going to bed with like dirt and makeup on your skin ages you. So remove all your makeup. This is how I do it. I love to use a makeup remover. This is the First Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. I also like the Elemis one, but this is what I have right now. You can get this at Target. It's super affordable, and I love this stuff because it's like a balm. So you basically scrape out a little bit in your hand, and then you take it, rub it in your fingers, and apply it around your makeup, and it basically melts your makeup down. And then I will go in with my cleanser. The cleanser that I've been loving recently is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. It's so good. It strips everything off your face. It's not super drying. It doesn't strip your skin of its natural oils, but it still gets everything off. I don't know how it does it without drying out your skin. It's so good, and after this combination, my skin feels so squeaky clean. But this combination for when you're wearing makeup is elite. Next, I will go in with my toner. This, if you are gonna take anything from this video, let it be this. I cannot stop raving about this. I've used this for the past 4-5 years maybe. I am obsessed with this product. So this isn't necessarily from 2024, but it definitely will be coming with me into 2025, and it's the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This is like the only thing that is keeping my skin clear, free of texture, free of acne. It is life-changing, and it will change your skin. It softens your skin. It's just a great exfoliant, but it's super gentle. I use this every other night after cleansing, and it's so good. I cannot rave enough about it. Just try it, trust me. Use it for like a month and see your skin transform. For serums, I have fallen in love with these 2 serums. So this one is the Clarins Double Serum. This is the one I use at night. I just like how it's lightweight. It smells good. I feel like it gives me some extra hydration. I honestly feel like this has helped me with my fine lines. I don't even know what's in this, but it works. For the daytime, I love using this serum. This is the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, and this is almost like an oil-based serum in a way. It has like an oily slippy feel. So as you can see, it's kind of separated in the bottle, and all you have to do is shake it up before you use it. It's a little bit liquidy, but it is so good at giving you a boost of hydration. I like to use this during the day because it gives me like a glow from within. You guys can see the trend here. I love looking glowy and fresh and bright, and this really helps with that, especially the oil. I feel like it just seeps into your skin throughout the day, and it lays super well under makeup. It doesn't like break up makeup or anything. So yeah, I am obsessed with this. Breakouts for me are very rare, but if I am feeling a breakout coming in, acne, a pimple, or zit, I always reach for these Hero Cosmetics Mighty Patches. These are so good. They're like medicated little patches that you can put on your skin over your breakout, and it basically like sucks out, it sounds so gross, but it like sucks out the stuff that's inside and puts it into this patch, and then you just peel it off at the end of the day or at the end of the night. These are clear, so you could honestly put it on and put makeup over it. You would never even know. I've worn these like to the grocery store and stuff. Like people just don't even know that they're on. So if you are like insecure about something or about like a breakout, you can literally just put one of these on and wear it around. I've even seen people wearing them to parties. That's how wearable these are. So I love these. I've tried a few different ones, but these ones are the ones that work the best for me, and yeah, I always have these on hand. Last but not least, for skincare, I have been obsessed with the Summer Fridays Rich Cushion Cream Ultra Plumping Moisturizer. That was a mouthful, but I love this moisturizer because it's a bit more thick and emollient. Feels like you're putting on a face mask at night, especially for the winter. This is really good. I feel like it has given my skin some plumpness and has really helped like put a barrier on my skin before I go to sleep. I also use this during the day as well because my skin gets so dry in the winter. So this has truly been helping and is one of my favorite skincare products this year. Next, we're gonna talk about hair care. I have so many hair care products from this year because I was in my hair care era. I really focused on my hair this year in terms of caring for it and just paying more attention to my hair. I've never been a hair girl. Like, I just don't have the best hair, and I've really had to hone in on that because I was experiencing extreme hair loss, and I had to figure out why. I had to get to the bottom of it and start treating it, and I found some really good products along the way. Starting off with shampoo and conditioner, I really fell in love with the Nioxin hair care system. They have different ones. So this one is for colored, dry, damaged hair, but this is a clinical hair system for hair loss, addressing hair thinning, hair shedding, which is what I was dealing with. I used this for like the first 6 months of the year, and it truly helped my hair become so much more strong, and it helped it grow, helped it be more full. I can't rave enough about this hair care system. So good. But if you aren't dealing with hair loss or anything like that, I do have a shampoo and conditioner that I've been obsessed with for the last 6 months of the year, and that is the Dove Bond Strength and Peptide Complex Duo. This is so good, and you know what? For the longest time, I was like, oh, I don't need sulfates in my hair care, it's bad for you. But honestly, going back to the drugstore shampoo and conditioner has really helped strengthen my hair and make it more shiny, more full, give it more volume, and they last a really long time. You really don't need that much, and because they like foam up really well, the conditioner is really slippy, so you don't need that much. I think I've had these, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, like I want to say almost 6 months, and they're still going strong. I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it maybe like twice, maybe 3 times a week now, and yeah, still going strong. So, and you can get these at the drugstore. Moving on to treatments, I really liked the Nioxin treatments this year. I love the scalp care and hair thickening treatment, and you just apply it when your hair is damp into your roots and then run it through your ends. It gives you volume, but it also stimulates your scalp. It helps your hair feel thicker, and I feel like this has really helped me in my hair growth process. It really has helped heal my hair. I love this product. And for all my fine hair girls, it's hard to like put product in your hair and it not weigh it down, and this literally is just like a foam. Does not make it feel any type of way. I actually put it in last night after I washed my hair, and it doesn't even like feel greasy, no buildup or anything. For a nighttime routine, I do like a couple of serums. I really like the Vegamore serum, the Nutrafol serum. I've kind of put all of them in rotation, but this one really stood out to me this year. This is the Nioxin Night Density Rescue serum, and you basically take this droplet and put it in at night, and you just like run it through your hair, rub it in, and you let it sit at night. You can use this on damp hair, you can use it on dry hair. I typically use it on dry hair, and it actually has this effect where it dries up and it kind of like almost works like dry shampoo in a way. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but that's how it feels on my hair. So it doesn't even feel like you're putting in like a thick oily serum. It's definitely like a watery base, but this has really helped with the density of my hair and helping it feel thicker and fuller. For supplements, I don't have any to show you because I've gone through them, but I love the Nutrafol hair supplements. I've been taking those on and off for about 6 months. I really need to be better about consistently taking them, but when I did take them, I noticed that my hair was growing. And if you look back at me last year, my hair was so damaged. It was short, it was falling out. It just was not growing, and now it's so shiny and healthy, and I really think that taking those supplements has really like boosted my hair growth and helping it just become more shiny from the scalp. It is expensive for the subscription, but I honestly think it's worth every penny. If you are struggling with hair loss, hair thinning, then you know it's like almost like it's worth the money because it's such an insecurity and it's something that can be fixed. So I think it is worth every penny. And last but not least, this is just kind of how I've been styling my hair, and this is something that I started to do this year that I am just in love with, and I don't think I'll ever go back to styling my hair any other way. So when I wash my hair, I always style my hair that night when it's a little bit damp, and I do heatless curls. So this set is from Luxie Hair, and it comes with a clip and then 2 scrunchies and the hair tie. I don't even know what this is called really, but I've been love doing a heatless hairstyle because I really feel like this has attributed to my hair being able to grow. I'm allowing it to grow without applying heat. I do apply heat sometimes, like as you can see today I did a waver, but I typically don't do my hair like that because I use heatless hairstyles, and I've tried a few different ones. I like sock curl, different ways of doing the hairstyle, but I always go back to like just the OG heatless curls. I have so many tutorials on this. I actually have a video, I'll put it up right now, but this has been my go-to way of doing my hair, and I feel like this has truly contributed to allowing my hair to heal and grow. Next, we're gonna move on to Bodycare. I only have a few products in this section. I honestly didn't find anything that really stood out to me this year besides these couple of things, so let's get into it. Starting out with my deodorant, I have recently discovered this. I actually buy this in bulk from Costco. This is the Dove Advanced Care Invisible Cucumber and Cactus Water deodorant. I was using men's deodorant before. I just bought it randomly, and I love how this feels. First of all, this smells super light and refreshing and feminine, which I really liked. It is invisible, so it doesn't like come off on your clothing or anything. It's an antiperspirant as well, so I really like how this keeps me from like over sweating, and I feel like this lasts throughout the day, which is important for me. I don't want to have to keep reapplying my deodorant. I have very sensitive underarms, so I've tried a ton of different deodorants and they all break me out. Even the natural deodorants like give me like a rash, and this one doesn't. So I really, really like this one. All right, this is a holy grail product. Like this is so good. I savor every drop because this is kind of expensive, but this body lotion from Necessaire in the scent Olabanium. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this scent specifically smells like Ariana Grande Cloud, Baccarat Rouge. It smells luxury. It smells like fruity, but also feminine and vanilla-y. Oh my god, it smells so good. This lasts all day on your skin. I'll apply it in the morning, and then I'll see Sean later in the day and he'll be like, you smell so good. And it's my lotion. It smells incredible. It's definitely like a thicker consistency, but it spreads really easily. I just like how it applies on my skin, and it feels buttery, and I honestly can use this with my tan. It doesn't like strip my tan. Sometimes if you use a lotion and it's like oil based, it'll take the your self tan off. So I like that I can use this, but I try to use it very sparingly because it's like a specific scent and I just want to savor every last drop. All right, and last for body care, let's get into self tan. These are my standout self tanners of the year. So for an everyday subtle tan, I really like the Tanologist Express Tan in the shade dark. I also like the shade medium if you want to go a little bit lighter, but specifically the shade dark is so good to me. And this one is a clear one, which I enjoy for like an everyday basis because I feel like it doesn't get all over everything with the guide tan. There's no guide in it. So like when you apply it, it goes on clear. You do have to be a little bit more careful. It's not necessarily for beginners because you can definitely mess it up. I'm an experienced tanner and I've even missed a section of my body. So you do have to be careful when applying this, but I love this one for every day because it's just a little bit more clean. You can apply this and then you don't have to rinse it off. You can literally just go about your day, which is amazing. And that's sometimes what I do. I'll just apply it in the morning and I'll just put on my clothes and it doesn't even feel like I have tanner on. I don't have to worry about it getting all over my clothes or anything that I'm sitting on or whatever. So I really, really like this formula and this has been my go-to for like an everyday natural tan. If I'm going on a trip, going on vacation, or I have an event coming up or I want to just look extra bronze and super, super tan, like I got a spray tan, I love the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express in the shade Platinum. This is, I think, newer release for them in the past like year and a half. It is incredible. It gives you like a spray tan look and I like the red undertones of Loving Tan because it kind of looks like you just freshly got out of the sun, like a little bit of a sunburn. I also like that this one dries super, super quickly, so it doesn't feel sticky or like you have tanner on all the time. And the best part about this is it's a 2-hour express and truly you do not need more than 2 hours in this. I hate the feeling of sleeping in my tan and feeling dirty going to bed. So I love this because I can just wake up, apply it in the morning, leave it for 2 hours, rinse it off and go about my day. I love this formula so much and it is pretty expensive for a tanner. So I only use this on special occasions or when I really, really, really need to look like super tanned. So I definitely recommend getting an everyday tanner and this one for special occasions. Next, let's move on to nails. I have been loving press-on nails this year. This is literally the only thing I have to say about nails. I have been trying to spend way less on getting my nails done. This is even a fresh set of press-on nails. It is the easiest thing to apply, and if you have nail glue, like good nail glue, they stay for weeks. Like I could literally set it and forget it and they will just grow out with my nail and then pop off when the glue kind of like breaks down, but they will last like a actual set from the nail salon will, and then you can just take it off, trade it out for a new one. They're really affordable. It's like maybe like $7 to $10 for a set. I actually have been ordering some really affordable ones off of Amazon. It's easy to customize them. It's great for if you're trying to like heal your natural nails, which is what I was trying to do. I feel like I was just getting my nails done over and over and over again, and it was breaking down the strength of my actual nail bed, and I needed to take a break from them. And also I just wanted to save some money. I didn't want to spend like $80 every month on a fresh set. So this has been a really great affordable option. And also I like that you can play with shapes and sizes. So like I've been really in my short nail era this year. I can go short and then the next I can go almond, different shapes, different lengths. So it's fun to play around and they have some pretty fun designs out there. Yeah, I'm obsessed with press-on. Next, we're gonna talk about fragrances. I have so many fragrances that I always use some a little bit, but if I find myself using a fragrance consistently, that's when I know that I have a standout product. And this year it was Glossier You. I think I honestly wore this like every single day this year. This was my go-to for like running out the door. It's just like a go-to scent. It smells like your skin but better. Someone familiar, like you're hugging someone who is like clean but not laundry clean, not freshly showered clean. It just smells, I don't know, like your skin but better. That's how I would best describe this. I have made quite a dent in this. Like I'm almost done with this bottle. I only have this much left of the bottle, which is how you know, because I love to collect fragrances. I have fragrances all around my house and I'm always trying new ones, and this one has truly been my everyday fragrance and honestly my signature fragrance for this year. It's hard to describe. You'll just have to go into Sephora and smell it to be able to understand how this smells. It just smells like a familiar clean, like almost like hugging your mom in a way. You know what I'm saying? Even honestly, on a night out, I will take this and I will layer this with whatever perfume I'm wearing, and it gives it more of like a homey, lived-in feel. It just layers super, super, super well with all of my fragrances. I don't know how to describe this. I'm so sorry. Like, I wish I was better at describing this, but it is that good. It's that girl. Next, we're going to talk about clothing and fashion trends that I have been loving this year, and I will be taking with me into 2025. When it comes to clothing items, I've been really trying to focus on quality over quantity. So I didn't really lean into a lot of micro trends this year. I tried to be very selective about which ones that I tried and kind of ignore the ones that I knew weren't speaking to me and weren't part of my personal style. I feel like that has really been something that I've been looking for. Quality over quantity and less consumption. Overconsumption is just running rampant right now, and I really wanted to stop contributing to that and really wanted to like hone in on my personal style and only try trends that really resonated with me. Starting out, I loved charm necklaces and anything maximalist chunky jewelry. Like, I'm wearing this necklace right now. Anything that was more bold, earrings, necklaces, rings, all of that kind of stuff, bracelets. I loved all of that because I really felt like it was a fun way to express your personality and just be a little bit more out there and creative with your jewelry and almost treating it like a design aspect. That was super fun for me to play around with this year. I can definitely do an updated jewelry video if you guys are interested, but I loved that trend this year, specifically the charm necklaces. I have a few now. I feel like those are a really fun way to express your personality by creating a custom charm story. Another trend that I loved is suede. Everything suede this season has just been like chef's kiss. I don't know why. It's like a texture thing. Suede is nothing new specifically for fall and winter trends. Like, it always comes around, but this year specifically, I just like, oh, I loved it. I think it looks great on everybody, and it's definitely a versatile fabric. Like, you can wear it all year round, but specifically in fall and winter is like chef's kiss. I styled it in jackets, in bags, in boots, like literally everything you can think of. I loved in suede. Like, I needed that. Another trend that I styled this spring and summer were boxer shorts. I kind of love that undone, like pajama-y look. It kind of gave a Scandinavian feel, and they're super, super comfortable and lightweight. I like styling it with like an oversized sweater. I feel like that kind of gave it like a loungewear look, but still elevated it. So really, really liked the boxer shorts. I did end up getting a pair of Adidas Sambas, and while I do like those shoes, I actually enjoyed the Adidas Bermudas way better. I feel like they fit my foot a little bit better. They're a little bit more comfortable and they're unique. You have to buy them on StockX. I don't even think they sell them on the Adidas website. Specifically, the ones I bought in the shade of pink. First of all, adding a pop of color was one of my favorite things to do this year with my fashion. I have really been leaning away from my sad beige lifestyle and into a more colorful style, and I feel like that's really helped me find my personal style this year, is by adding more color, and I love doing that with like a pop of color in shoes or in bags. I really liked these ones. They are so fun, and oh, they're so pretty. Been loving pink this year too. Like, these shoes are just so good. And the last piece of fashion that has really stood out to me this year that I found myself gravitating towards is styling my glasses. I have my pair of glasses that are just my everyday glasses. They're kind of dirty right now, sorry, but they are my favorite glasses, and I wear them like just kind of like casually around my house. I try not to wear my contacts as much just for the sake of my eyes. But before this past year, I only wore my contacts out of the house. I never wore my glasses out of the house. I don't know why. I just like thought it was not cute, and I always like looked like nerdy, whatnot. And I really have leaned into styling my glasses more often and wearing them out of the house. I feel like they give like a chic librarian, like office siren. Those are like micro trends, but you know what I'm saying. Like a studious look. You look smarter, and they are just really cute. Just get a good pair of lenses. I've also liked the chunky glasses as well, like the blue light glasses that you see all over TikTok. Yeah, I just like them. They're low maintenance, and they add a little bit of a chic effect to any outfit. Next, we're gonna talk about books, my favorite books of the year. And I am a fantasy reader. I love a romantasy. Sometimes I'll read romance books, but typically I'm a romantasy girl, and I don't really steer from that because I kind of like to read as a form of escapism. The first book, and probably my favorite read of the year, and this might be controversial, but it is Quicksilver. This was such a good book. It gave me the same feeling as reading ACOTAR for the first time. First of all, I'm an ACOTAR stan. I love SJM and all of her book series. Like, that's my favorite of all time, and those are my comfort books. Like, I will reread those until the day I die. They are just my comfort series. But this one gave me the same feeling as that. Was the writing nearly as good? No, but the storyline, the plot, the magic system, it was just all so fun to me. I would describe this as just a fun read, and it just gave me that same feeling, like, of excitement to read, and it got me out of a reading slump. Also, the smut. I was screaming, you guys. Like, I was like giggling and kicking my feet. It was so good. So I wouldn't directly compare it to ACOTAR. It was just the same feeling that I got when I was reading it, which is why I loved it so much. And I was so sad when it was over. Like, I actually cried when I got done with the book because I didn't want it to end. It's just an overall fun read, which is why it is my #1 book of the year. It's also an unfinished series, so I have to wait until fall 2025 for the next book. I'm so sad. Speaking of series, this is a completed series that I started and ended this year, and it is probably one of my favorite series. It's like a god tier. It's up there with ACOTAR. It is so good, you guys. So this is the Lady of Darkness series by Melissa Rorick. I, first of all, loved the magic system. It was so unique. It was a multiple POV, and you really got to know these characters in depth. I loved the love story. It was really, really interesting. It's connected with another one of her series, which I have yet to read, but I've heard amazing things about. But the magic system, the characters, I fell in love with. I loved the FMC. She is just angsty and feisty and like just a bad bitch, and I love that energy. I love when the FMC is sassy and kind of bitchy and like just does her own thing and doesn't really care about anyone else. I kind of love when the FMC is like that. It has 5.5, there's like a novella in there, 5.5 books in the series, and the 5th book is an all-around 5-star read for me. It has everything that you want and more in a finale, and I genuinely think this is one of my top tier favorite book series of all time. It's so good, and I just randomly discovered it, and I don't think it's talked about enough. One of my recent reads that I am in love with is another series. It's called Spark of the Everflame, and I truly love the magic system, the plot in this book. Yes, there are some plot holes and like some things that could have been written a little bit differently, and the FMC is infuriating, especially in the 2nd book, but I really think that drives the plot and really helps like build out the characters, and I truly love the MMC. Like, oh, Luther, I love him. Bring Back Yearning. This one is definitely a slow burn, and I actually love like the yearning and like slow building of a relationship. I actually appreciate that in this book series, and that's something that is hard to find nowadays with newer series. So I am just in love with how their relationship builds over the course of 3 books. Honestly, I don't even think they kissed until the 2nd book. Like, oh, it's definitely a slow burn, but you feel the anticipation throughout the whole book. The magic system is also insane, like totally unique. It's incomplete. I'm still waiting on the 4th book, and I am so sad about this. I feel like I have to wait another year for it, and I want to cry because it's so good. So definitely check that series out. Also, the side characters really truly make the book. So in all 3 of these, the side characters like are honestly some of my favorite characters in the series. So that's why they're my favorite, and I just love when I laugh out loud when I'm reading a book series, B, I can relate to the FMC, and C, when they just keep leveling up their powers. Like, I don't like when they lose their powers at the end of the book. I like when they just like level up and level up and level up. Like, that's my favorite. I eat it up. Moving into home decor. This year I've been obsessed with stripes. I have a striped chair, I have a striped robe, blanket, accent pillows, curtains. I have been obsessed with those. I feel like it adds texture while also being a neutral. Another thing I've been loving is adding in greens and blues and treating them as neutrals. Just a pop of color really brightens up the room. I think overall my home decor aesthetic has changed, especially now finishing up our renovation and moving into this house and trying to decorate it. Before, when I was in our apartment, it was definitely more modern and white everything, but now I feel like I'm leaning more into that grandma, homey, kind of vintage vibe. Facebook Marketplace, thrifting, finding vintage things, or just more of like that old world feel. I've been really liking that like antique-y, rugged feel. Next, we're going to talk about hobbies this year that I loved. I actually have been really working on my work-life balance, and finding hobbies that have nothing to do with work have been amazing. And obviously I have been reading really just like takes my mind off of everything. I fall deeply into the book, and I've really been liking the process of immersive reading. So that's playing an audiobook while also reading the physical book as well. And it literally just immerses you into the universe that you're in, into the story, and you feel like you just escape into this little bubble and you feel like you're in it. Removes me from real life for a second, and it's just really good for my peace of mind. Another thing that I've been loving this year and really want to continue into 2025 is horseback riding. I have always loved horses. I always grew up around horses and grew up riding horses and going to horse camp. Like I was a horse girl, but I really went away from that when I went into like high school and college, and I really want to get back into nature and feeling connected to these animals. I feel so at peace around horses. It makes me emotional to talk about because I just feel like connected to them. Why am I getting emotional? I just love them so much. And last but not least, let's get into what I learned in therapy this year, life lessons and things I will absolutely be taking with me into 2025. This year I started therapy, my therapy journey last January, and I truly feel like it has changed my life in a way that I cannot even explain. Ooh, I'm getting emotional again. This is like the best investment that I ever could have done for myself, and I truly think that everybody should do therapy at least at one point in their life. It has changed my life, honestly. It's changed my mindset, it's changed everything, and it really has helped me grow into my full adulthood in a way, I guess you could say. I've gone through my Saturn's return in my 28th and going into my 29th year. I'm going to be turning 30 this year, which is insane to even think about, but I feel ready for it because I have invested in the tools that I need to succeed and grow in myself. So let's get into a couple of things that I learned in therapy this year that I'm going to be taking with me into 2025. The first thing is reframing your mindset. This is something that every single session with my therapist we talked about. What I mean by reframing your mindset is reframing how you view success. What does that mean to you? And how can you spin something to be positive? What happens to you? What happens around you? How you feel? How can you spin that to be a positive? So instead of why is this happening to me, you can say, what is this doing for me? And it's also a form of self-awareness. Like you can catch yourself being negative and then you can kind of flip that switch. So it really has been helpful in my relationships, in my relationship with myself, finding more self-compassion, but also being able to like shift into a more gratitude focused positive mindset has really put things into perspective for me and helped me just reframe like how I view success. This has really helped me in my career as well, and just overall like helped me approach life. And I can definitely dive into this a little bit more in a separate video if you guys want, and I actually have a video on this on my TikTok as well about the 2 things that I learned in therapy this year that have changed my life. So I'll definitely link that in the description below so that you can go see it, because I dive deeper into it and what I mean by these things when I say them. The second thing that I've learned is the importance of creating a routine. I am someone who runs strictly on motivation, or had in the past, and that was just not working for me anymore. Creating a routine for myself, whether that be like a slow morning and like time blocking or whatever, just having a strict routine. As humans, we need routine, and in creating a routine for myself, it promoted self-respect and also discipline, and discipline is really what's going to get you through life and not motivation, because not every day do you feel motivated. Not every day do I feel motivated to go to the the gym or to work or to do whatever, but it's the discipline that is really the driving force there, and learning how to access that through creating a routine has been super, super helpful. And also getting outside. She also really told me to get outside more often, so going on walks and getting that fresh air and vitamin D has truly, truly changed the game for me. I could definitely go into more of the things I learned in therapy this year. I could do that in a separate video if you guys want to hear me yap about that, but those are the two most important and biggest things that I learned this year. And yeah, I loved going to therapy this year. I just feel like it has truly changed my life, and it's the best thing that I could have ever done for my mental health, that has also bled into my physical and emotional health as well. All right, you guys, and that completes my 2024 wrapped video. 2024 has been a year of growth, self-care, and learning. I've truly become a much better person this year through therapy and like working on myself, but also finding some things that I love in the mundane. And like that has truly helped me this year. So I hope that this was a helpful video for you guys. I loved sharing all of my highlights of the year, and I can't wait to carry these favorites into 2025 and beyond. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe down below, like, comment, and share, and come join me here on YouTube. I would love to have you on my side of the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in 2025. Bye.